It's called Operation Iron Wall by Israeli forces. Israel says their aim is to reduce the threat of, quote, ticking bombs, groups in the city of Jenin, and secure Israel's military presence in all areas, including Judea and Samaria. Overnight, Israeli forces attacked the occupied West Bank city, killing at least 10 Palestinians, including children.
He told me, "I'm tired, can you get bread?" I said, "I do not know if I will be able to because I parked my car in the market to secure it there and I will walk home. So if I get the chance, I will get it for you." Then I tried to call him to tell him I would bring him the bread, but he did not answer. Turns out he was martyred already.
Local residents say the entire Jenin refugee camp has been surrounded by Israeli forces, and that helicopters, drones, armoured vehicles and bulldozers have been used to cut off and attack the camp. The director of Al Razi Hospital in Jenin has confirmed that ambulances are struggling to reach the wounded and bring them to the hospital.
There is a sniper in Al Rabia building. Anyone he sees passing by, man, woman or child, he shoots. It expanded to the camp and outside it, but the forces are positioned in the area where I live, which is Al Makkiya, Al Rayyan and Al Rabia buildings, a compound.
The latest violence in Jenin comes just days after the Gaza ceasefire took hold. The escalation coincided with the inauguration of US President Donald Trump, and his new administration appears on paper to be very pro-Israel, particularly Elise Stefanik, who has been appointed US ambassador to the UN.
I'm rarely surprised by answers in my office, but I did ask you whether you subscribe to the views of Finance Minister Smotrich.
I'm sorry,
Smotrich, this is the Israeli Finance Minister Smotrich, and the former National Security Minister Ben-Gvir, who believe that Israel has a biblical right to the entire West Bank. And in that conversation, you told me that, yes, you shared that view. Is that your view today?
Yes.
Okay.
Meanwhile, the UN is deeply concerned about the violence in Jenin.
This latest Israeli operation in Jenin refugee camp follows weeks of clashes there between Palestinian forces and armed Palestinians. UNRWA says that as of last week, about 2,000 families have been displaced from the camp during those clashes. Previous Israeli operations in Jenin refugee camp have damaged critical infrastructure.
When Donald Trump entered the White House, the Gaza ceasefire was just about taking hold. But in the occupied West Bank, tensions are already starting to flare up. Kristina Simich, TRT World.